Hi everyone, welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your weekly Oracle card reading. As I was tuning into your energy, these cards just kind of fell out. So I think that these are your three cards for this coming week of August 9th to August 15th. I am going to do this reading a little bit differently. I am going to go through the weekly general energies, and then I felt inspired to pick a oracle card for each sign for this coming week. So I'll be doing that as soon as we are done with the weekly energies. So going into the beginning of the week with infinite blessings, I feel like the beginning of the week feels like some of us will feel refreshed. So I'm sure some of you are kind of doing that rest and rejuvenation. Some of you might be kind of clearing out your energy. I'm seeing a lot of individuals kind of going through the process of clearing out old stagnant energy. And I feel like there's this new refreshed energy, like you've made space for it. So there's going to be a pouring in of new inspiring ideas. There's going to be new desires or passions to want to create something. I'm also seeing that a lot of blockages might be cleared out. And this is really interesting to see because I'm seeing that for some of you, like actual people will be kind of leaving your energetic field because you've done the work to shift your energy, like in this last card here, that because of that shift, it's just naturally the toxic people or the things that have been kind of blocking you or standing in your way will kind of just clear out and get out of the way for you. And I feel like for some of you, it'll feel like the road is open. Like you can kind of move forward and you can start creating, or you'll feel inspired, or you won't feel your energy being drained as much. So that's the energy that I was picking up with infinite blessings. There's this grace that's coming in. There's this mercy, like, please just let me be able to move forward and clear all these blockages. So for some of you who have been feeling stuck and stagnant, that's going to be something you can look forward to in the beginning of the week, where you feel like you can move forward, you have the energy for it, you feel refreshed, you feel clear. It doesn't feel like there's as much baggage weighing down on you. And then we move into the middle of the week, and I feel like some of you are going to be expressing those new ideas and that creation. You can see that she's, painting this photo, and she's kind of really in the moment. Kind of feels like she's really enjoying her time. She's enjoying her space, and she's really losing herself. She also feels very focused. She's focused on what she's creating. She's focused on looking ahead, looking forward into the future. I'm also seeing that I'm being drawn to her left hand, that it kind of looks like her hand is almost being dipped in water. It's interesting because it doesn't really, I don't see water, but like the water looks like it's down here. But it does kind of look like her hand is in water. I don't know. And that's what I'm seeing. But I kind of feel like that tells me that there's this connection to her emotions. There's a connection to something that's deeper within her. She's drawing from a well that's within her, that's more coming from a more inspired spiritual place. So it's not so much up in the mental sphere, not so much up in our thoughts or, trying to figure out what we want to create. It's coming more from our intuition, from our heart, from our spirit, from our soul. So there's like this spirit-led inspiration and creativity that's coming out, and whatever it is that you're wanting to pursue. So even if you're not, I'm seeing for those of you who are not necessarily creative, like you're not a painter or an artist or that kind of thing, you might find yourself you're applying creative solutions to some of the problems you might be experiencing at work or within your career, business, or even relationships, like finding an alternate route on how to deal with certain people in your life, or kind of figuring out roundabout ways to a creative way to problem solve. So that's something that you might find that you're encountering in the middle of the week. And then towards the end of the week, I'm seeing that some of you might be going a little bit deeper into shifting your energy. So you can kind of see that, this energy work that some of you are doing is working, that there's energy being cleared. You're able to move forward. You're seeing some kind of progress. Even if it's small amounts of progress, it's still progress. So for those of you who are experiencing that, I'm seeing that your ability to to grow your manifestations, like being able to, I'm being drawn to her other hand with the rainbow, with like she's able to kind of shift her energy and create and control her outer circumstances because she has control over herself. And I'm also seeing that some of you might be connecting with your power animals. I think that would be a very beneficial thing for some of you, or some of you might be really being drawn to that line of work or that line of healing. Some of you may be drawn to working with animals or animal spirits and using that as like healing medicine. I'm seeing like shamanic healing. So some of you might be going into shamanic healing. A lot of you might be ready to start putting your work out, communicating what you know, communicating your knowledge, your wisdom about spiritual concepts and, things that you've experienced in your life. So I feel like there's some of you that have very unique outlooks or very unique ways of thinking, or there's an area of an expertise that you know very well. It might be time for you to start putting yourself out there in that way. And I'm seeing that some of you are getting ready, gearing up to do that. You're getting ready to release yourself from the restrictions and the self-limiting idea or belief that there's not a place for you or that things won't work out for you. So we're kind of like sloughing away all that thinking and all those beliefs. So I really like this. This is really nice. I like how much the energy is shifting in the month of August. And I think that a lot of us are going to be able to start to feel that. And I'm pretty sure I kind of mentioned that in some of the zodiac readings for the month as well, that you'll start to see like those minuscule, small, for some it'll be on a bigger scale, but even if it's not on a big scale, you'll kind of see like these little shifts in our energy. You may find that dreams are kind of revealing a lot of things about what we have held on to and what we've kept within us, and what we're kind of realizing like, oh, I don't really need to hold on to that anymore. So a lot of illumination and a lot of clear seeing, which is really nice. Okay, so I want to get into the zodiac signs here. Actually, they're telling me just to leave these here, so I'm going to leave these up here so you guys can see that. So these are for the week. Okay. Now I'm going to pull cards from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. I actually really love this deck. This is a very special deck to me because it's one of the first decks I ever bought like 10, 11 years ago. And yeah, I always get such great insights with this deck. Okay, so let's look into Capricorn. Hi, Capricorn. Here is your Oracle card for the week of August 9th to August 15th. Let's see what we have coming up for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know for the month of August? I mean, for the week of August 9th to August 15th. Ooh, wow. Okay. Field of Dreams. Okay, I know I said one card, but you guys have like 4 cards that fell out, so. Field of Dreams, Into the Unknown, Heal the Ouch, and Cleaning House. Okay, so again, clearing, kind of having certain wounds come up to the surface, things that, and it doesn't really even seem like they're overwhelming wounds. It kind of feels like there's just old stuff that you might have forgotten about. Things that you haven't thought of in a very long time might be kind of resurfacing for you. Might show up in a dream, might show up just, you sitting on the couch and watching a movie and all of a sudden you remember something that happened from long ago. And I think that the purpose of it is for you to realize that, I can't believe I'm still holding on to this, because we could be still holding on to certain things that just, we might have forgotten about, but it's there and it could be kind of affecting our energy and it could have been affecting our energy this whole time and we didn't realize it. So there's a little bit of clearing there. There's a little bit of a need to kind of, get rid of anything that's old, stagnant, kind of hidden in the crevices or in the corners of places we haven't visited or seen in a long time. I am seeing that revisiting certain things is not going to take too much of a big toll on you. It's just going to be something where, oh, I forgot about this. I didn't even realize this was here hiding in the corner. I haven't seen this in so long, that kind of thing, and just kind of tossing it in the trash. So it's going to be that kind. That could actually happen physically as well for you. Like you may be cleaning out your house literally, and you may find some things around your home or in your bedroom or in your closet or something. And, there's like this old toy or something that you found that brings a memory up. So something like that, or old pictures, and seeing like going through old pictures and kind of remembering things and wanting to let them go. So I'm feeling that for some of you with the Into the Unknown card here, that some of you who have felt like you've been walking in the dark and kind of in this place of, I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. It's been all up in the air. I feel like there's going to be some clarity that comes in for you this week, actually. And I feel like it's going to help you set some like new goals or cultivate some new dreams. It'll give you some clarity because you'll kind of see where you're headed or where you're going, and it will help you to kind of plan ahead. So, to go forward, make sure you have an open heart this week. Have that softness or vulnerability. I'm being drawn to this cloud in this card. There's a heart in the sky, and I'm just seeing like have an open heart this month. So I'm going to keep that simple and just keep it there. But yeah, so there's this kind of clearing here with the heal, the ouch, and cleaning the house. And then there's also this, because we're probably clearing some things out, some clarity is setting in, which is very, symbolic of the weekly energies as well. So that's going to play a big role for you this week, is to kind of cleanse and clear, and you'll kind of see things a little bit more accurately for you. And you'll also be able to have some direction. I feel like the blindfold, I know she's wearing a blindfold in the Into the Unknown card, but I feel like that blindfold is coming off. I'm seeing that blindfold coming off and things being not so confusing. So that's going to be something you can look forward to this week. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much. That is your weekly oracle message for August 9th to August 15th. And I will be moving on to Aquarius now. Okay. Hi, Aquarius. This is your weekly oracle card reading for the week of August 9th to August 15th. Let's see what we have coming up for Aquarius this coming week. Wow. Okay. Coming to life. And then we have this one as well. Sad embrace. How interesting. How it almost kind of feels like it's dual energies. There's this one that is vibrant and coming to life and kind of becoming undone. And then again, there's this sad embrace with it. What I'm sensing here is that some of you might have been feeling a bit blocked or numb emotionally. And I feel like for those of you who are feeling that way, you might find there's an emotional release for you this week. So it's okay if you need to kind of cry it out or allow yourself to release those emotions, because I feel like those emotions need to be released. They need to go. So let the tears cleanse you, let them heal you, and allow yourself to go through that process so you can come to life. I almost want to put these this way because I feel like that's a better direction, where you may find that there's some emotional releasing, and then that will help clear the way for you to feel a little bit lighter and feel like there's some life coming back into you. I think I'm seeing that with Aquarius, there may be just some really stored old emotions that need to be cleared out. And that's what you'll find, that's what you'll be experiencing this week, I feel like, for some of you. Okay, Aquarius, that is your oracle card message, and I'm going to be moving on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces, what do we have coming up for you? Okay, Pisces for August 9th to August 15th. What do you have coming up for Pisces for August 9th, August 15th? Wishing well. Beautiful. Ooh, nice. Okay. So Pisces, I feel like you're just going to be in a place of manifesting. I feel like you're kind of working really hard on your goals and dreams. I kind of see you putting your nose to the grind and really trying to, manifest and create what you want. There's a very hopeful, magical kind of dreamy energy to you this week. You're feeling like there's possibilities out there for you. So I kind of see you this week working a lot, like you're working on getting things done and really creating. And I'm seeing you kind of being very diligent with having all your ducks in a row and having those to-do lists and, checking them off. But I'm seeing that you're kind of enjoying the whole process. There's some of you that might be really doing something that you really love. There's some work or a service that you really find yourself kind of losing yourself in, but in a good way. The sacred pool is like, enjoying the moment and being in the moment and enjoying your time and enjoying the space that you're in. And wishing well just reminds me of manifestation, like you're kind of putting out into the universe what you want to create. I am seeing specifically when I said service that some of you could be doing some volunteer work, or you could be thinking about doing some volunteer work. I think that would be great. I think that will kind of, some of you might find a field or like a service, some kind of work that really speaks to you. So even if it's not like your day-to-day job, you might find some side thing that you're doing that really kind of breathes a new life into you or kind of inspires you in a different way and opens you up in a different way. So that's really exciting. So enjoy that, Pisces. That's a really, I think this coming week, you're gonna really love the work that you're doing this week. Okay. Thank you, Pisces. Moving on to Aries. Okay, Aries. What do we have coming up for Aries for the week of August 9th to August 15th? What do we have coming up for Aries for the week of August 9th to August 15th? Beautiful. I love how all the signs are on there too, with on the compass. So things are shifting, things are changing, directions are moving. I think that there's kind of like a lucky energy to you this week, Aries. You may find that just that luck is on your side, and that kind of like the timing for something that you're wanting to put out, something that you're wanting to execute is either fast approaching or it's here. So some of you might be experiencing some of those rewards that you've been wanting, or a result or an outcome that you've been wanting, that things are working out in your favor. And it's just kind of like a lucky time for you. So whatever it is that you're wanting to do, or if you want to apply for something, I'm seeing like applications for something like either in a school or a job or some kind of, I heard, assistance. So this will be a good week for that. I feel like it's a lucky time for you, Aries. Let me see if I see anything else here. I feel like there's another message for you, Aries. Okay, they're telling me to pick another card. Yeah, wow, my goodness. So I'm just really being drawn to how there's like this timing aspect to your cards this week, Aries. Like we have a clock here. Ghostlands is things kind of being stuck or being frozen. So I really feel like you're coming out of that. I feel like for those of you who have felt like you've been stuck or frozen in time, like things just have not been working out for you and it just hasn't been your time, I really feel like there's a thawing out this month. So I love this card because it really just confirms the message that I picked up with the compass card here for you, Aries. So this would be a good week to kind of wanting to, if you want to book things or apply for things or go ahead, it's like kind of like the green light. So you may find that that stagnancy or that stuck energy is starting to thaw away or melt away. So that's going to be something you can look forward to this week. Thank you, Aries. This is a good week for you. I like it. Thank you, Aries. Okay, moving on to Taurus. What do we have coming up for Taurus here? What are the energies for Taurus for the week of August 9th to August 15th? Follow the leader. Wow. Okay, so I'm seeing that some of you might actually find that you're being inspired by someone that's around you, Taurus. Kind of like finding a role model or finding a mentor, I'm hearing. So some of you may start kind of working with a mentor, working with someone, an apprenticeship. I'm seeing like there's a connection being made. Someone that will help you kind of move forward. I'm seeing that some of you may have joined like a job or a new career or even a school, like a program or a school that you really find that really matches and resonates with what you're wanting to accomplish or what you're wanting to do. I'm seeing that some of you might have like a certain cause, like a certain noble cause, or like an advocacy. You're wanting to be an advocate for a certain cause, and you may find that you are inspired by a leader or a certain philosophy. So something like that. So that's going to be kind of your focus this week, is feeling inspired on how to go forward in some of the service industry work that you're trying to do. It's very specific, very interesting. And I'm seeing that some of you are actually kind of preparing, like for those of you who are just starting out on this path of, some kind of service-based industry, I'm seeing. It doesn't actually have to be service-based. I think that's just an aspect, but there is something about, I'm seeing like there's this being inspired by watching someone. And I'm seeing that in time that will be you as well. So it's kind of like for some of you who are kind of just starting out, that you'll be kind of having a mentor. And then for others of you, you might be the mentor. So you may find that this week you're bringing on some apprentices, or you're bringing on some clients, or you're bringing on some people to shadow you in your work. So that's going to be something where there's this new relationship, new bonds that are forming, either you following someone or someone else following you, if you're someone that's more seasoned and an expert or professional in your field. So that's going to be the main theme for this week. Thank you, Taurus. That's your reading. That's your oracle card reading for this week. And now we're moving on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Let's see what's coming up for you. Okay, what's coming up for Gemini the week of August 9th to August 15th? What do we have coming up for Gemini for August 9th, August 15th? Okay, putting yourself out there more, I'm hearing. Like kind of coming out of a shell. If some of you are kind of afraid to come out of your shell. Yeah, okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so for Gemini, I'm hearing Spirit encouraging you to come out of this, for lack of a better word, maybe some self-consciousness, like just being really scared to speak or kind of put yourself out there. I think that there is this wall that you've built around yourself that is starting to break down, or at least Spirit is encouraging you to break it down, kind of like this shield you've set around to protect yourself. So I think that there is a need or a call for you to kind of come out of that, because it kind of feels like the longer you stay there, the more it's going to feel uncomfortable, almost like you've outgrown it, but it's just something that you're not used to doing. So this week you may find that you're going to be required to do things or called to do certain things that might make you a bit uncomfortable, but at the same time, they're good for you. It's just not what you're used to, or it's because it's out of your comfort zone that it may kind of bring up some insecurity, some anxiety, so things like that. But just know that going into this week, that it's to help with your growth. Like it's to help you grow. It's to help you kind of like expand and come out of like a place of like you've grown comfortable where you are content. And so Spirit is kind of like urging you to don't rest there. Like maybe there's something you're building or something you've built, something you're wanting to put out, you're wanting to put yourself out there, that kind of thing, but you're just feeling a bit scared and a bit, insecure maybe you're afraid what people will say, what people think, people to see the real you. But I kind of feel like it's almost like the masks are, like I'm being drawn to the two masks, and it's like the masks are disintegrating. Like it's just time to move. It's time to move forward. It's time to come out of your shell. So, and I kind of feel like, let me pull one more card here. If some of you are experiencing this, let me see why should Gemini come out of their shell? What can they look forward to? Oh my God, how beautiful. If that's not confirmation right there, I don't know what is. Okay, so if this makes you feel any better, Gemini, for those of you who are, afraid to come out because you're kind of afraid of what the response will be or what people will say about you, if they kind of see the real you without the mask on, you can look at the flying card. Like you'll feel free. You'll feel unburdened. You'll feel like you can be yourself. I love how the flying horse has all these colors and just kind of leaving a streak of colors behind it, that there's like this, okay, I'm freeing myself from the burdens of needing to hide. So no more hiding. I think that's kind of like the theme for you this week, Gemini. So, very beautiful. I love that. Okay, thank you, Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer, what do we have coming up for Cancer for August 9th to August 15th? Okay, Cancer, what do we have coming up for Cancer for August 9th, August 15th? Okay, 2 cards here. Wow, there's a lot of this energy of kind of coming undone, becoming unstuck. Things that have felt frozen and stuck will just be starting to melt away. And like the hold, like the pause or the hold is ending. I love that we're coming from a deep freeze. So for those of you who might have felt like things haven't been working out, things have been stagnant, it's been time for hibernation, it's just not the time right now. So for those of you who have been in that place, I feel like this week you may find that there's a bit more freedom, there's a little bit more warming up of the energy around some of the things that you're trying to accomplish in your life. Progress being made is what I'm hearing. Progress, movement forward, productivity. I'm seeing some connections with other people. I'm seeing new friendships, new relationships, meeting up with new people. Some of you might be joining some classes, and I'm not necessarily seeing like going to college or anything. I'm seeing like side classes. So just like fun classes to take, just to go out and meet new people or to kind of be around, socialize and have, some more connections. I'm seeing that this is actually more with connections and with people and relationships, that if some of you have been feeling isolated or alone or feeling like you're the only one out here and, no one understands you, that kind of thing. I kind of feel like this week we're moving more into this being able to open ourselves up and see what comes, and not staying in this place of I feel alone and isolated. So kind of giving people a chance again. If some of you have been felt kind of jaded or feel like you've been done wrong by other people, I kind of see that Cancer is starting to give people another chance, maybe opening up again, or at least opening up to the world and life, if not necessarily people. If you don't really not in that place to trust someone for whatever reason, there's just kind of more of this leaning more into being able to, like, you know, give life another chance, pretty much. So that's something you can look forward to this week, Cancer. Okay, thank you, Cancer. Going on to Leo. What do we have coming up for Leo? The week of August 9th to August 15th. Okay, what do we have coming up for Leo? What does Leo need to know? Oh, okay, so we have one card that fell on the floor. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay, I am going to pick another card here, but I kind of see that I'm hearing that this might be a time to, this week might be a good week to kind of slow down a bit. I'm seeing that you may find that there's kind of like a block or a hindrance, but not because there is something on the outside. It almost kind of feels like something is moving too fast, or you're not really ready, or something could be just, I want to say the word trigger. I mean, that's the word that keeps coming up, like triggering, like this, like, whoa, I'm not ready for that yet. So that's what I'm kind of hearing. So I don't know if that applies with you, maybe with relationships or friendships, or it could even be in work, you know, kind of being asked to do something that you're not really ready to do. So that kind of thing. So this week may be a good week to kind of put on the brakes for a second and just recalibrate and to see where you're at and kind of like reprioritize, what am I feeling, and, you know, what do I actually need, and that kind of thing, kind of assessing what's going on the inside, what's going on in the inner world. Wow. Okay. Some more cards that fell out. So just give me a second. Usually when cards fall, I always find that there's a lot of energy coming through. So okay, so we have 3 cards that just kind of fell out here for you, Leo. So cleaning house, coming together, and balancing act. Yeah, so I kind of feel like this is more in relationships. So maybe for some of you, there may be some relationships that are coming towards you, and you might feel like you're not really ready, or you're kind of still healing, or you're still, you know, kind of processing or working through some things. So this week may find that it's a bit overwhelming emotionally. So it'll be really good to kind of take those breaks and to kind of clear and cleanse, take frequent meditations, that kind of thing. Because it does kind of feel like there's some relationships that want to come into your life. And I'm just kind of sensing that maybe you're not ready for it, and that's okay. So I'm seeing kind of maybe take some more time out for yourself and make sure you rest, and, you know, don't force yourself to do something that you're not ready to do. Okay, Leo. So that is your energy for this week of August 9th to August 15th. Thank you, Leo. Now let's move on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. What do we have coming up for Virgo for the week of August 9th to August 15th? Okay, I heard the word opportunities. And independence. It's like an independence to Virgo this week. Setting off on your own. Commitment. Beautiful. So I actually heard contracts here. So there may be an opportunity for, you know, a contract. You might be signing that business deal or that book deal or something like that. Some of you might also some of you might be ready for a committed relationship. Some of you may be taking a relationship to the next level. So either that could be, you know, making something official, getting married, engaged, that kind of thing. So that there is this, it's kind of like a big week for opportunities to come in and to make some choices and decisions for your future, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there's like an expansion, or, you know, it's kind of feels like there's something significant, you know, something that will, you know, kind of play out, you know, this in the coming months and maybe even years or year. Yeah, so there's something kind of significant brewing underneath for you, Virgo. And I'm kind of seeing, I did see both. I saw in relationships and I saw with work as well. So I did see some of you kind of being presented with contracts, with deals, maybe even like a scholarship, or maybe like a school might come and give you like a scholar, like, you know, kind of try to get you to come to their school, that kind of thing. So there's like these big deals or offers being presented to you, Virgo. So there's an opportunity for that, if that's what you've been kind of searching for. Okay, Virgo, good luck for August 9th to August 15th. That is your Oracle card reading, and now we're moving on to Libra. Okay, what do we have coming up for Libra for the week of August 9th, August 15th? Sad embrace. Okay, I'm going to pick another one. So Libra, again, I'm seeing that for you as well, that, you know, it could just be a time of releasing, but I am also seeing that there might be okay, I'm seeing that something will kind of come to light this week. So kind of facing the truth about a certain person or a certain situation. So taking care of yourself this week is going to be really important, but let's see what we need to know about this sad embrace. Another card for Libra, please, for the week of August 9th to August 15th. Magic stream. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be a week to be with yourself, pretty much. This is going to be a week to, you know, kind of process your emotions. And I'm not really even seeing that you're talking to anybody. It's kind of more you're in your own space, in your own world, maybe kind of just retreating into this place where you can heal, where you can process something. Because I'm seeing that something will kind of get revealed to you, or you might even, I'm not seeing, it could just be that you're kind of working through things, and some things you're coming to terms with. So like a truth that you're coming to terms with, or something that maybe you've been in denial of for a while, and you're finally kind of, I need to just admit this to myself, or I just need to allow myself to accept the truth of something. So I think this week will be really good for Libra to, if you are someone who's kind of experiencing this, it'll be really good to retreat and kind of be in your own world, almost, just to kind of process through things and allow yourself to heal in the way that you heal. So, you know, taking salt. I'm seeing baths, like I'm being really drawn to the water here. Water is a very, very healing element. So being in that water element will be very soothing and healing. Okay, Libra, that is your Oracle cards for this coming week of August 9th to August 15th. Now we're moving on to Scorpio. What do we have coming up for Scorpio for August 9th to August 15th? What can Scorpio look forward to for August 9th? 15th? Okay. Releasing heavy emotions is what I'm hearing. Yeah, there's something like a heavy weight. Like I'm feeling like a heavy weight in my hands. And so that's going to be something that... wow, okay. All right. So Scorpio, I'm hearing that there could be... with the unexpected visitors, it's not necessarily that you may encounter some, like an unexpected visitor, something that you didn't see coming, but I'm also kind of hearing that there may be a revisiting in your mind and in your heart space of like old relationships, or something that kind of pops up in your mind that you haven't thought of in a long time, or somebody that you haven't thought of in a long time. And it may be something that kind of catches you off out of left field. Like it may be something that that it just like you might have forgotten about it, or you didn't think that thing was so significant, but now as like emotions or something, because I felt like this heavy weight in my hands as I was shuffling your cards, Scorpio. So there may be something that actually bared a heavier weight than you thought it did. So for some of you who are kind of going through a healing process, or, working through some things and really, delving deep into your past and trying to bring things out so they can heal and you can release them, you may find that there is something unexpected that comes up, like maybe a wound or a relationship that you had that maybe didn't last very long, but actually bared a heavy, heavy weight. So that kind of thing is what I'm seeing, something unexpected. And some of you may find that you actually bump into an unexpected visitor. There could be some family that randomly decide they're going to come and visit you. They're just going to kind of show up, or like, hey, we're coming next week. Are you free? So that kind of thing. So that may happen as well. And with the Solitude card, I'm just kind of feeling like you're really just wanting to be mostly alone. I think Scorpios do tend to really enjoy their alone time. And I think that in this week, I think that will just, kind of continue. Like, you're just not wanting to be around too many people. I am seeing that you may be a little bit more energetically sensitive. And I think I did bring that up in your monthly reading, that, your energy, you're just really sensitive to energy right now. So I think that any little thing is just going to feel like too much. So that's something that you might want to look out for this coming week, that if you feel like you're a bit on edge or you're a bit sensitive, it's just because I think that there's a lot of things that you're not numbing out anymore. I think there's some things that you're willing to look at so you can finally release them, so you can move on. So you may find that you're kind of tiptoeing or treading carefully around kind of like the outside world here. So, okay, Scorpio, it's transformative, I think. So, all right. Thank you, Scorpio. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, what do we have? Ooh, wow. Wide open. Spark, nice. Love this. Ooh, beautiful. Okay. So Sagittarius may find that you have a creative spark this month. Actually, this is beautiful. Really is. Okay, so I'm seeing that, and not only with inspiration and creativity, but I'm also seeing in relationships. This does feel like a pretty strong, clear relationship reading. I think that you may actually find someone, you may meet someone really interesting this week. And whoa, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. My equipment just fell. I think. So I think that is confirmation that there's something pretty big happening for you, Sagittarius. I think that, I think the energy is pretty intense here. Okay, so for those of you who are wanting to, I think there's a strong pull to open up. Come out of your shell, open up, be free, and really give something a chance. I usually don't say things to be, like, I usually try not to make my messages really, really like tell you to do something, because I don't think any reader should ever tell anyone to do anything. But I really am strongly feeling that there's this push to give something a chance, or give somebody a chance. Like, trust the spark is what I'm hearing. Trust the spark, because it feels like there's a significant relationship coming in. So for those of you, and I'm kind of feeling that there are some of you who it's like already there, like, like it doesn't feel like it's a stranger or it's someone random. It feels like there's somebody that's already in your life, and you're kind of feeling like there's something between you two, but you're kind of, one of you might be scared, both of you might be scared, something like that. I'm hearing give something a chance, or try it out, or just, kind of I'm seeing like make some kind of effort to go forward, like extend your hand out and see what happens, see what comes back. Because it does feel like there's something significant, or the person will reciprocate back, or like if you ask them out on a date and they say yes, and you guys have like the best time ever. So that kind of thing. So give something a chance, open yourself up, because it feels like there's a strong opportunity here. So yeah, that is really exciting. I really like that, Sagittarius. I think yours was the strongest of all the readings, because my equipment literally just fell. So I'm going to take that as a sign that there's something significant here for you, Sagittarius. So that's really exciting. All right. So those are all the readings for this coming week for August 9th, August 15th. I hope you enjoyed that format, and I hope it was helpful. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if these readings resonated with you, and I will see you for next week. Bye, everyone.